Throughout all of the summer I've had no issues with power whatsoever, and today is the first of days that I've had to go for a drive to charge up batteries. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. Today I've brought you out to the Forest of Bowland. Lovely little park up this. Not very far off the road unfortunately, but great views. And you can see up in the clouds it's really dull and miserable, and that's part of what today's video is going to be about. So let me just show you. I've got 460 watt up on my van. I'm currently, if I just go onto the Victron app, I've currently used 83% of my battery power. I'm 37 amp down, and I'll tell you what I'm bringing in solar wise. Right, so this is for all you guys that say to people on Facebook and Instagram and wherever else you put it out that 100 watts of amp hour battery and a 120 watt 200 watt solar panel is plenty. Yeah, that's great for the summer, but here we are in winter, beginning of winter now, UK winter that is, where the nights are long, cold, wet and miserable up until late in the mornings, and it gets dark really quick in the evenings. So this is what I'm bringing in solar wise today. Now bear in mind I'm putting out 460 watt up there on the roof. 460 watt. I'm bringing in 21 watts today. 21 watts. That is 1.4 of an amp an hour. 1 amp an hour. So yeah, that sort of put things into perspective for you. Van life in winter is pretty hard going, and people that tell you it's not are just bullshitting you, to be honest. So I've been sent something from Jackery, and I'll show you that now. Right, so I've been sent the Jackery 240 Explorer, along with the 80 watt solar panel, and that's the box it comes in. I don't really do unboxing, so we'll throw that box away as soon as. This is more about the product inside the box. So what is it exactly, and who are Jackery? Right, so Jackery are producers of green renewable energy and solar panels, power banks basically. And not only do they make power banks, they probably make some of the best power banks in the world. I mean, if you don't know who Jackery are, it's a company that was founded in California back in 2012, and it's become probably the world leader in power banks, if not the most successful. It's certainly one of the most known names in power banks. So I'm really pleased to have received this, and I guess I should start telling you about some of its features. I'll just talk to you about some of the stuff that I've been charging with it at the moment. As you can see over here, I've got my drone on charge. I've also been charging a chainsaw battery, along with the Osmo cameras and other bits and pieces in the van. So it is becoming really useful at this time of year, for the simple reason you can take it out your van, give it to somebody else who's got an house hopefully, and they'll charge it up for you if they're really nice. But you've got to find somebody to do that. Or if you could take it into work and charge it for free, that's even better. So let's talk about the features on the Jackery. The latest version, so it has a fold down handle, which means you can store stuff on top. It has air vent on the side for ventilation. It has a 12 volt cigarette lighter, a power button, a USB, that's a 15 watt max, a 15 watt output USB-C, an input and output USB-C, maximum 100 watts. That's another DC turn on button, AC turn on button for the inverter. It's got an inbuilt inverter, which is a 300 watt pure sine wave inverter, and you've got a little light there. Right, so walking around to the side, you've got a 240 volt 10 amp charger, and the back view. Underneath you have 4 rubber feet to keep it in place so it don't slide around whilst you're driving about in your van. Right, so that is the Jackery Explorer 240. Let's turn it on and see some of its features. Right, so to turn it on, it's a 5-second press of the button, and as you can see, it's fully charged. So it gives you your output power, what power you're using at the moment, which I'm not using anything at the moment. I'll plug something in and show you in a minute. You can see it's 100% full. It's got this little plastic film on here. That's your input power. So if you was charging off the solar, it will show you exactly how much power you're getting. And this version has got, I don't know if you can see that there, it's got Bluetooth, so there's an app to go on your phone, which is even more impressive. So there you can see it against my 50 litre pack. So it's definitely small enough and light enough to take around with you. That will fit in the pack fairly easily. We do have the 80 watt solar panel that comes in a lovely little case, and we're not going to be doing a review on that today because I want to test that out before I give you my opinions on that. So that's going to be coming at a later date. Okay, so I've just plugged in one of my drone batteries to give you some idea of its use, and it shows you there it's charging it at 5 watts. It's got 25 hours of use at 50 hertz, which is pure sine wave. So this will run a TV. That button there turns the inverter on and off, so you don't waste power. This one here turns the USB on and off. And this one here is a 100 watt fast charge for the Jackery, and a fast charge for whatever you plug it into. So it'll fast charge your phones. Now this USB-C here is 100 watt input and output. There's a little, I won't shine it into the camera, well I can do, there you go. It has a nice little torch on there, handy little thing in case you do run out of power, and that just turns off with a long press. I've plugged my USB in here to try and show you the input charge, but it won't charge because it's already fully charged, so that's a bit of a boo-boo on my part. But yeah, it's got rubber feet, so if I left it on the table here and then drove, it's not going anywhere. As you can see, it will stay put, so that's a nice little touch. Some of you guys might see the older version for a cheaper price, but this is a far superior item. It has the new 288 watt hour lithium battery. That will give you 3,000 charges at 80% of the battery's life, so this is likely to last about 10 years. The new AC charger will charge the Jackery in about 2 hours. It has a 300 watt inverter, that's a pure sine wave inverter, with a 600 watt surge charge. Now the new version has joint charging, and what that means is it will charge from the AC outlet, from a mains power, and also from a solar panel at the same time, speeding up charging. Build quality, it's built like a tank. Everything feels nice and smooth and works superbly. The buttons are nice and smooth and easy to press and don't feel like they're going to fall off anytime soon. You get 5 foot of mains charge wire, and the charging is silent or near enough. So I don't know if you can hear that. There is a little bit of noise when you put it on charge. I'm going to put my camera right over here so you can hear it. So there is a really small amount of noise when it's on charge. Okay, so I said the Jackery will run a TV. This is a 32-inch TV. I don't actually own a TV, so I've had to borrow this. And it will run this TV at 90% for about 6.5–7 hours. Well, at 100% it will run it for about 7 hours. Okay, so now I'll just show you some of the charging features. Okay, so this tells you the runtime at the moment. So at 91%, it'll run this TV for roughly 5 hours at 90%. So maybe about 6 hours, it'll run it at 100%. Okay, so I've plugged it into mains. This has 137 watt input, and it is charging at the moment. And if you go onto the app, Sue has the app here,
it says exactly the same thing, but up here you can press this button and you can say emergency charging. So you click this button, press OK,
and that sends it into fast charging.
So it's now charging a lot quicker, and it's now, whereas it said before 0.4 hours.
It's now saying 200, instead of it saying 100 and odd watts, it's now saying 256 watts charging output. So that gives you the amount of power it's actually inputting into the unit. And it consists, it relays the same information to your phone over Bluetooth.
300 then.
300 watts input.
So it's going to take 0.1 hour.
Can we have a quick flick through the app to see what else is on there?
Yeah, you've got, so this
it tells you the battery temperature.
Front screen. This is where you can turn off.
You can turn the light on and off.
Yeah, that's the SOS one. This is the this is where you can turn, so I could turn the TV off from here. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, you can do.
So the TV's now just gone off.
So you can sit in bed and control your
turn the TV off.
Control your TV from your phone.
Yeah. So obviously this is the other side. This relays with the same thing up here. Can you see my finger up here? So this button here is the same button here.
Okay, so there's a menu there of all sorts of things. Emergency charging, device specification, firmware update.
And obviously if you want to unbind it, you can unbind it here and add it to, if you want to sell it, then somebody else takes yours. Jackery. Okay,
so because this has been a collaboration with Jackery, we have got some really good deals going on at the moment. Jackery's doing their biggest discount ever. Black Friday is also coming up, and because we've advertised this on our channel, they've given us an extra 3%. So down there in the link, there are all the codes you need to get one of these Jackeries yourself or one of the other models. Go over to their website, have a look, see what you want. Use the discount code below and you'll get a really good deal on these. The really big discounts are right now, and that's because of the Black Friday. Get your credit card out, basically. Okay, hope you've liked the review. We'll let you know how the solar power does in the next few days.
Hopefully we'll get some sun.
Right, so I've wanted a Jackery for a long time, but I'm not going to keep this one. This is Sue's. So you're going to do the testing of the solar panel.
I'm going to test the solar panel, absolutely. But I need to use the Jackery a bit first so that I can get the...
Yeah, she's going to have a play with it, and we'll do a follow-up review to this, and she'll tell you what she thinks of it and how it goes.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to buy lots of electrical goods for my van so that I can use it.
Okay, I don't think so. Maybe Christmas presents. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the review, and look forward to some of the others. We've got some really other fantastic reviews coming up in the near future. We've got some diesel eaters. We've got some more power packs, more battery banks. We've got all sorts. So yeah, stay with us and